So, how do you usually begin? You introduce the special host that is not very special, right?
This is the first episode where the guest has started early ahead of me, so that's fine. So that's nice to know. Welcome to an episode of HTHT, ladies and gentlemen. We are back after a long while.
Oh, really? When was the last time you did?
Yeah. Good question. Honestly, I'm not a good rememberer of these kind of things. You can go and click on the channel, and then you can find out when our last episode was. We're working on 2 segments, HTHT and IMO. So today we are doing HTHT. Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to an episode of HTHT, where the set is cheap but the talk is deep.
Oh, that's a good catchline.
That is right. I
Yeah.
thought of
You
that
came up
myself.
with it, right?
Of
Confirm.
course.
Yeah.
My name is John, and I'm the main host, by the way. And today we are joined by.
You're not so special, guest. Me.
This is Miss Me, but her name is Chow,
Yeah.
right? Okay, people know her as Chow. Her name is Jia Hui. So today our guest is Chow.
Hi, John and Alester. Thanks for having me.
Yes, she's one of the main. Those of you that don't know, just some context for who she is. She's actually one of the main talents and hosty people for the Smart Local.
In recent times, I'm a very new addition to the cast. Extremely fresh. And I took a big break also. So can't really say I fresh or not.
Correct.
You know, it's like you left the bread.
She also co-acted in a recent short film with me.
He confirmed want to talk about that.
No, you can refer to the video alternate beginnings and then you will find out about
I had
that.
like 3 seconds on camera lah. That was about it.
Very, very content heavy 3 seconds though.
Other things were heavy.
Yeah, okay, but some of you might also know her for other things, like besides appearing on TSL, she has 27,000 followers on Instagram right now and counting.
It's not a big deal lah. I don't think people would know me for that, right?
As in, I'm just letting people know because numbers
you
talk.
say what? You say
27,000 sounds impressive, right?
I mean,
But you look at her, right?
then you're like,
She's more like a 50,000 girl. Okay, and she even has recently started your own YouTube channel. This is news to me.
It's super new, and I wouldn't say I started a YouTube channel. It has always been there. I just uploaded a video.
What video will that be?
So I uploaded a makeup video because a lot of people always ask me about how I did my makeup. Then I figured I might as well just show.
What can I say?
It's difficult to just to explain in text.
Mysteries of the universe are solved. So welcome to the Xiao Chow. Xiao Chow. I call her Xiao Chow.
Yeah.
Do you like to HTHT?
I guess.
Well, too bad you are here today. So first things first, HTHT as always, my
right.
favorite thing.
Okay, so the thing is, right, I'm a terrible drinker.
To your good health.
Terrible drinker. But okay.
Soju.
Oh, actually, soju is not bad at all.
Right, of course.
I'm so surprised.
It's a dangerous drink because it's
'Cause
tasty.
Yeah. And it's quite strong, is it?
Stronger than beer.
Oh, wow. So how much is this equivalent to?
That's a good question, but Soju sponsors get in on this so that we can review.
Yeah. I actually like this.
Sure. Let's move on to our first segment. Just to share a little bit. But maybe just to help the audience understand you a little bit better,
Okay.
right? Initially, when we started out this show, right, Chow actually requested for us to not have her drink anything. Maybe you want to tell us why.
See, the context is that I'm the worst drinker I have ever met in my life. And a lot of my peers and people that I meet in work or in school, everyone drinks lah. So I've seen a fair amount of drinkers and I'm always the worst.
Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom. Really.
So you're saying that by the end of this podcast, you're gonna see the real Chow and more.
Who says that I need to drink to be real? That's not true.
Sorry, the more degenerate Chow and more.
Yes, that's true.
Perfect. Okay, I like where this is going already. Okay, so first things first, okay? We have broken up our show into a few segments. Basically, we'll find out a little bit more about you so that people can understand you a little bit more as an individual, especially if they only understand you from a fan base standpoint.
I guess it is because say the only place that I have a small following on is on Instagram, right? And Instagram is a space that is very easy to superficially know somebody.
Yes.
Like you know how I look, but not much.
You know how she looks, but do you know how she looks up close? Cut in right now.
I mean, I'm sure they've had close-ups.
Okay, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so first section we're gonna talk a little bit more about your personality.
Okay.
Just to give people understanding. I feel like this is a dumb question to be asking as the first one because based on the first 5 minutes, would you consider yourself to be an extrovert?
Hey, that's honestly right. And a question that I've asked myself before, and like straight up the answer would always be a yes. Then you know when you take the MBTI, right? The answer is always yes lah.
Yeah.
But the MBTI also reflects that I stand in the middle sometimes.
Yeah.
So like there are moments of introversion. And then I realized there's this thing called ambiversion.
Oh.
Which is like the best of both worlds.
Sugoi!
It's like the best answer you can give somebody when they ask you that. Because you just say you're ambivert. Then
So
that
you're
means that
wishy-washy
either one
lah.
or- Yeah, you're wishy-washy. I'm like fluctuating.
That's not good.
But I think right up off the bat, right, I'm definitely more extroverted. And it's very easy to tell, lor. Very obvious. Right?
Yeah, very obvious because you are the only person we've ever had on this show that has up to the 5 minute, 6 minute point have spoken more than me.
I'm sorry.
And you can ask our producer. No, it's okay. You know, you do you, and I'm hoping that the soju will summon more of that you out. Okay, so I mean, just a sub point. I mean, that's a great answer. Honestly, personally, I also feel that sometimes I'm a little bit like a ambivert, and I actually do have my very, very, very introverted streaks.
Same.
Right. So like I just want to be a shut in sometimes, and I just don't
Yeah.
want to interact with humans because they tire me.
And I see this in the office.
Yeah,
quite
all the
often,
time.
Quite often.
So actually, I am quite true to nature, but like I'm really in the middle, so I relate. You know, I
Yeah.
relate. I'm like the 51-49 when it comes to the MBTI.
Yeah.
And then people always call me out and say that like, oh,
Me
you're
also,
where got introvert? Then I'm just like, fish you.
Because
Fish
they don't know the
nuggets.
5149 guys.
Exactly.
We are the 5149 guys.
Yes. So this brings us to the next sub question that we have here. Okay, what do you think are some of the misconceptions about being an extrovert?
Maybe the extroverts are always the people who would
How
noisy.
about you give us two of your largest misconceptions that I think people always get wrong, and then maybe I'll just share what I think. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Like the one really at the top of my mind is how people assume that extroverts have a lot of friends.
Ah.
Do you think so?
I do not think so.
Oh, okay. But I feel like
We are in alignment.
it's like a common misconception lah that extroverts have a lot of friends for the sheer fact that they are able to
Mingle with people more
mingle
easily.
easily.
Yeah.
But mingling doesn't really mean that you get to know people. I think it's like surface level friendly. Like you can you have a lot of high buys.
Right.
You can have a lot of
yeah,
high
yeah,
buys.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But they're not necessarily friends lah. Because like what do you define as a friend, right? I mean, to me, I feel like friends are people that I have deeper conversations with, or people that I want to share more, or I can turn to in
Right.
moments of challenges and struggles, that sort of thing. And I personally never really had like I wouldn't consider myself as someone who had a lot of friends growing up.
Okay.
I always like had maybe one or two people I always turn to,
yeah.
but not a lot of friends. And it's people just assume lor that extroverts have a lot of friends. Or like sometimes when people tell you right, well, I know you're very busy one lah. You like got so many friends.
You very pops.
Yeah, you very pops. Then I'm like, no lah, not really. Yeah. And it's not like a bad thing also lah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, so please take care of your extroverted friends.
Yeah.
Just because they're noisy.
Doesn't just because they're noisy doesn't mean they are not lonely.
Print that on a t-shirt, yo. Print that on a t-shirt, and I'ma wear it. Because I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Because actually, I feel that this is something that I encounter quite frequently
Okay.
on a personal level lah. Because the thing about it is that I'm a very talkative person, I'm a very noisy person, and I'm a very social person. So people always assume that as a result of that, right, all my connections are meaningful.
Yeah. Actually, you phrased it in such a
I am poeticism.
yeah, it's a very compact manner that
Yeah.
it's about meaningful connections, and meaningful connections are the ones that bring you friends.
Correct.
It sounds like a very simple concept, but this is something that I only discovered in more recent times.
Yep.
When I like reflected on my relationships with people.
Good.
Good.
Personally, I also think another misconception about extroversion, which I don't know whether you will share the view with me. And I feel that people always assume that whether you're introvert or extrovert, right, it means you are either they are mutually exclusive or you're just black and white. That type of person.
Agree.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't agree with that because I feel that you change and adapt, and you're a mix of a little bit of everything. Everybody's a little bit complex and different.
For sure. In
Yeah.
fact, right, a lot of people can develop this characteristic. So say I think I used to be even more extroverted
Yeah.
in the past. Maybe like secondary school. Then
Yeah.
if I did MBTI, my extroversion was like off the charts kind.
102%.
Kinda. Then now it's like I'm a 51-49 girl. And it really I feel like I noticed these differences across the years, right? But I never like had it shown as a statistic or a percentage.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you do the test again, you're like, how come change so much, right? Yeah. And that's just cause like everyone's always changing lah. And just because you may have been an extrovert before or you are currently an extrovert, right? Doesn't mean that you're gonna be one forever also.
That's right. Damn, our first question is so
We are fluid,
deep.
John. We are fluid. Humans are fluid.
Yeah, our first question is such a heavy topic and deep. I love it. We're obviously because we're smart people.
Because HTHT
what can I
is
say?
go deep.
Of course, go deep before the alcohol cannot make you think deeper.
Yeah.
Next, okay, second question is also something under our segment of personality.
Okay.
Straight up. Okay, do you think it is important to go through the standard? What am I saying? Sorry, I missed the line. Okay, how important is it to you that your on-screen personality matches your real life personality?
Wow.
Okay, maybe I make it easier for you, right?
Yeah.
On a scale of 10 being extremely important, it must be the same people, and 1 being it's okay, I can play 2 people.
Wow. Okay, I think very important that you need to set the context first. Because I felt like this is new to me. The whole having like an on-screen personality thing is new to me. Like, when did I ever feel like I needed to be someone else just because I'm in front of the camera? When was that a part of my identity, you know? And it's only a very recent time that I started being on camera.
True.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing this for like, what, 4 years, John?
Different.
Thereabouts.
Different.
And then, like, I kind of started going on camera maybe a year ago. Yeah, and that was when I had this kind of conflict between how much should I be sharing, how much should I be showing lah, and like what should I share every honest opinion. So the context being like, what is your purpose of being on screen to begin with lah?
Right.
Say if I'm doing the show like HTHT, right, then 10 is very important to be who I truly am.
So for this particular show,
Yeah lah,
are you 10 right now?
I'm 10 right now lor.
Let us clink glasses to that.
Merry Christmas, folks. Do they know there is a Christmas cup?
It's a Christmas cup, but it's like March right now. Because we no budget. So for this coming Christmas, someone give us new cups, please. Thank you. We want at least Chinese New Year, so it's near to March.
Alright, so I was talking about context.
Yes.
Context being very important because that sets the basis of why you're doing what you're doing. So why are you on screen, right?
Yeah.
For HTHT, I'm really just on screen to talk more about my views, my opinions, and have a conversation with John. Because
That's a very formal way of talking about show. Actually, we're just chilling to alcohol.
So we never drank together before. Never. John and I have had conversations like
Really?
deep HTHT conversations before, but we never drank together before.
Not at like tantric before, meh?
Never. One time, but then got a lot of
Yeah.
people. Got a lot of people. No conversation doesn't count.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Anyway, then if you change the context to like a TSL video,
Right.
and TSL videos, right, are curated for an audience, right, and a lot of
Don't
it,
break the illusion. Okay. But anyway, yeah.
and the whole thing of like having your name tagged to your character, then is your character you, and are you supposed to be your character? No, it's an important question because right now, right, in the social media realm, or if we talk about YouTube, the YouTube sphere of Singapore, there are a lot of, or not even Singapore only lah, just YouTube in general. There are a lot of people, YouTubers, who play characters who are themselves.
Yes.
Then like how much are they supposed to review lah? Like then kena
Why not everything
identity conflict? Because right, curated content mah. Then you see right, if I'm on a TSL video, I have a responsibility to stick to their creation also. Yeah.
I think I'm quite fortunate because most of the projects that I undertake that require me to be in front of camera, most of the time, what works well is when I behave like myself.
I agree with that it's supposed to be still in a sense you are still being yourself lah, but then again there are certain things that you might not be able to share on camera still.
That is true. I think I just have to be a more tactless form of myself.
Correct. Like there's still a filter.
Tactful form of myself. Tactless,
I didn't even catch that.
A more tactful version of myself. Which is also okay, but like, the thing about it is that then I would rate my rating for most of my times on the internet, right, to be 10.
All the way lah.
Yeah. Except I don't swear as much on the internet, so maybe 9.8 lor.
Swearing is a big part of your identity also, what?
It is, so 9.8 lor.
Then your 0.2 is so small.
It's just me. I just imagine, right, how I will behave if I'm meeting my in-laws.
Oh, then you just take, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So same right? So it's still me, what?
I mean, okay, to be frank and honest, right? Even when I'm on screen somewhere else, I
Yeah.
will still be true to who I am. There are just certain things that I might not if I have a opinion that say goes against, then
Yeah.
just or like
You
would
will not
serve
say.
negatively, then I might not share it.
Oh.
But I also won't agree to something that I don't agree with lah. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I won't stand for something that I actually don't. So basically, I don't lie lah. Cause that's important lah. Like
no, baby.
transparency
No, don't
about
lie.
what you are talking about, you know? And okay, the reason why I have dwelt on this a bit and I've digressed a little bit as well is because I have seen and I have worked with people who may feel differently or have acted differently, or that their on-screen personality is very different from their off-screen personality.
Honestly, right, I know a large number of people, and I would say, right, a majority of people who appear on social media or any forms of media for that matter, be it performing arts or for anything like that, right, their on-screen personality is not who they are.
Yeah. And it's not wrong.
Which is fine. Which is fine.
Because they have an objective with what they are doing. It's like, what's your objective lah? Why are you doing this?
It's their job,
Yeah. And
right?
maybe they want to achieve something more about it and they cannot reveal
Correct.
that part of their personality. Yeah. So I respect that.
Yeah. So I guess that means like it's not exactly the most important thing, but for you, you prefer to be to be true to yourself.
Actually, one part of why I even bothered posting a video on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Is so that I can be even more transparent about like things that I say or things that I do.
Ah.
So because everything on that I post, right? I have no obligation to post. It's like if I feel like it, then I post.
That's true.
Yeah, then I can just say lah. On my IG also, like IG stories, I can say whatever. Can do whatever also, and that's just like me lah. Sometimes people see me lying on the floor, then they ask like, "Why you want to lie on the floor?" I say, "I want to freaking lie on the floor, man."
I do that all the time. We are in alignment.
That's why we work together lah.
Good stuff.
That's why we talk together.
Good stuff. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Very good. So we're moving on to our next segment, which we're going to talk about education.
Oh, hey, this one is like something we talked about before in the camp on the way to a shoot.
My memory is not good, so I'm going to just
Yeah.
believe you and just say, yeah, that time what, right?
Wait, digress. John remembers absolutely nothing.
I am not good at memory.
He has like reiterated the same stories to me on multiple occasions. Very funny. Then I just pretend like, oh, is he?
Yeah. Let me just tell you that right, the only reason why at the very, very start of our relationship I call her Chow
Xiao Chow? No.
and Xiao Chow is because Chinese names, right, are the death of me.
Remember
Like if you have an English name, please use your English name. If you have a Chinese name, you will realize that most of the time I end up giving you a nickname.
But then you
So
see,
to all my Chinese name friends out
added a
there,
Chinese
now
word
that
to
you all
my
have
name.
noticed, right, please sorry.
offensive.
No, you all will know all the Chinese
Okay lah,
names,
yeah.
all my Chinese name friends now I would have given you a nickname.
I mean, John, it's a common excuse.
It is a common excuse, but it's also a fun way because no one else calls you that except for me.
True.
Xiao Chow.
Nobody calls me Xiao Chow.
Because she's pretty xiao.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, education. Chow, you studied marketing in university.
Ah.
Marketing or business or what?
Business
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay, business admin, then under that is like your spec, which is marketing.
Spec as in spectacle lah. Okay.
Correct.
Okay,
I
so
was
study in
myopic for many
university.
years.
So do you think being an extrovert was an advantage for you in university, especially for your course?
Ooh. Ha! Advantage
Yeah.
Let me think. Wow.
I have an answer in my head
You want to say
based
first?
on your vibe.
Yeah.
Based on your vibe and based on your course, I'm just gonna say yes lah.
Yeah lah. Correct lor.
Right? Purely because marketing, it is not just purely business. If there's a marketing element to your business course, there's a need for advertising and there's a need for in that sense selling.
Yeah lah. I mean, in every business project, there will be like your endpoint will be how you market to consumers
Correct.
anyway. So yes, but I feel like I want to delve into why extroversion, right, is not just specific. Didn't just specifically help me in like this marketing
Yeah.
element lah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
in uni, right, I was quite a phantom. You all know phantom, right?
Hall ghost, hall phantom, basically is it hall?
Her and like school phantom.
That means never participate on the extracurricular
Yeah,
stuff.
in anything. Cause I was quite
You play
busy
Dota
lah.
in your room.
No, never.
Oh, that's me.
I was focusing on like working.
Okay.
Then cause I was working, right, my goal wasn't to perform well in school academically.
Yes.
I was just like, I want to earn money so that I can go to school. Then for for school, right?
What school? Like university?
Yeah, uni lah.
Okay.
Yeah, cause uni expensive ma.
It is.
Then for uni, I just kind of cruised through my classes. So in order to successfully, wow, this is like uni tutorial 101. So in
Yeah,
order
hey,
to,
y'all better take out a notebook right now.
in order to cruise through school,
Yeah.
without highly participating in like extracurricular activities or in hall or anything else, you need to form your like networks, and in a genuine fashion lah. Like you must reach out to people and try to form
Like
try
study
to like
groups,
have friends who will
Who got your back during
got your
exam?
back lah. Will like tell you what you miss out on, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I had people to turn to for that purpose also.
Right.
Yeah, also cause then my
Say it.
my-
Spill all the tea about business school, man. I've heard a lot of things about business school.
people will tell you that there are snakes in business school.
There are lots of snakes. It's a doggy dog world out there.
Yeah, even when I was on exchange, right, the business school that I was in, they were known as the snakes to other faculties. So it's like, for some reason, business school is known to just have snakes lah, which is a bit sad, but not entirely true. There are also good people always.
Yes.
Yeah, confirm have one. Then, I think extroversion just helped me to connect with people faster on a surface level.
So
that
the snakes think that you are also a snake, so they take care of you.
no, snakes won't take care of each other one.
That's true.
Yeah, it's more of like knowing how to use
The
your...
snake look like you say the snake will think you look like a snake, so they don't mess with you.
Maybe, huh? Yeah, maybe.
Intimidation tactics.
A bit lah.
So she's actually a rabbit that got snake tattoo. So the snake see it's like, hey, it's another bro.
I mean, if you want to use that analogy.
Skills another.
I think it just helped me to talk to people very fast lor. Then in the end,
Yeah.
I could get help in things that I needed lah. But not all the time also. It's just like sometimes.
Okay. Now, I mean, this reminds me of a story that my roommate in uni told me, right? Because his girlfriend was from business school.
Okay.
Right. So and we were in engineering, right? So in engineering, right, we are very simple one. We are simple people. You can think of us as like a village. So when the seniors finish this year, they go into next year, right? They graduate into next year, right? Then they're just like, oh, the notes from this last year, they'll put into this Facebook group called the engineering notes marketplace or something.
Oh, really?
And marketplace is used loosely because they are usually is free. It's whoever want to take, go and ask and then DM and then take already. So like my friend's girlfriend was like, how come you can take people's notes? Right? Then my friend was like, oh, senior finish already, senior give people. I was like, huh? Then won't you all like compete with each other? And then what happens if you lose to this other person? And then I was like, damn, business school be like that.
No, it's true I've had people share notes with me, right? Then they explicitly tell me, don't share with anybody else.
Yes.
Like, this one, right, you keep to yourself. Like, make
Why,
sure you don't share with people.
Why?
It's just very competitive, lor.
But like, it feels so unnecessary, you know? It feels so unfriendly.
I guess sometimes that environment or like the competitive environment will encourage this sort of behavior, and it's hard to avoid also.
So do you think that
it's
also
tough.
like contributed to a large number of your surface level connections?
What exactly?
This business course situation.
Is that a burp count?
It has begun. It smells like hachongkai, by the way. Hachongkai, get in on this.
Okay, so I feel like yes, it would have contributed to surface level interactions.
Yes.
And I felt like over the years, right, these surface level interactions made me kind of lose touch with real connections and lack the understanding of like, why do I feel so empty or lonely even when I have people to talk to? Yeah. So it's kind of related lor to like what I was talking about earlier and extroversion and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really cruised through uni, right? Sure, I had a lot of like surface level friends and like people to ask for help, and sometimes they'll help you, sometimes they won't.
Yes.
Or like people to ask about like what's due next week, that kind of thing. Because I could talk to people in a friendly fashion.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, right, if I really had struggles, then I never
You don't really
had
have someone to turn
anybody
to. Hey, you can turn
then
to me.
like this and lor. Then I feel like this whole thing created a confusion within myself.
Mm.
And it took me a while to unravel this also. Yeah.
Confusion in what sense though? Because is it because prior to university you were used to being able to make more meaningful friendships?
I feel like I didn't know that I needed meaningful relationships. I didn't know what meaningful relationships were compared to non-meaningful ones. And it only took this experience. I needed this experience to help me decipher the difference lah.
Yeah.
Therefore, like no regrets also, cause I know now that I
Because
really
you grow up, yo.
Yeah, grow up. Then when you talk to someone, right, and you really connect, you just know.
Yeah.
You know, and this is something that I learned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, right, it brings me to the other question, okay, which is, do you think, right, having a like a more social behavior, or like a more extroverted character, right? Do you think that is required, right, to excel in university life in general?
No, I would disagree because right, you need to understand what your goals for going to uni are also.
Yeah.
Will it be some sort of like aid sometimes? Yeah, in social situations, general extroversion would be able to help sometimes, not all the time, because people can see through like ungenuine and
Shenanigans.
yeah, people can see through shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not necessary, and you can just kind of learn how to adapt with whatever you have also.
Yeah.
And you learn lah, cause there's no fixed set of skills or traits that you need in order to excel in uni. You know, you really need to go with the feels of what you're doing.
Okay. So in one sentence, what would be your advice for people who are going through
to
uni? Yes.
Be true to yourself lah. You know, you need to understand what you have and what you need, and don't be afraid to speak out.
That's a really long sentence, but yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
it's a comma in between, so still one sentence.
Honestly, it is a good policy to have, especially when you're going to uni, and especially if you're in uni already.
Yeah,
Take it
yeah.
from the two veterans around
Come
here.
on, uni is tough, man.
Yeah.
And it really can be shit sometimes, but try your best to form meaningful connections. I think that helps so
Immensely.
much. Immensely. I didn't really have it until my last semester. Very strange, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad you found it.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a short break because our cameras are gonna be shorting out soon. She's sweating because
Why?
we are turning up the heat.
Why is it warm in here?
We are back, and then we're gonna move on to our next segment just
John,
to help people
question
understand a
though.
bit. Yes,
Are
fire
zebras
away.
black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
Zebras are white with black stripes.
Wrong. I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay, what's the next question?
I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I don't have to Google that because
Yeah.
challenge accepted.
We'll find out in the
Yo.
next break.
Yeah. Okay, next question is gonna be still about education, just to wrap it up a little bit.
Okay.
Fast one before we move on to the next segment,
Fast.
which I'm a little bit more excited for.
Okay.
Do you think it is important to go through the standard education route in Singapore?
This is something that you have discussed before.
Yes, this is
And-
something that I have given my opinion multiple times.
Multiple
So I
times.
want to hear you, Xiao
Okay.
Chow.
Standard education route, right? I feel like it has equipped me. Okay, so context, right? So for myself, I went to after secondary school, JC, then uni. So
Woo,
it's really
woo.
like the standard.
What a smarty pants.
It's not, doesn't mean you're smart lah. It just mean that you can mark lor.
What a smarty pants.
Marker. I mark a lot, by the way.
Okay.
Last time. But I feel like it equipped me with this like persevering, the skill of just persevering through very testing times. Cause
Right.
like A levels, O levels, truly a pain in the ass. For me, O levels really was also very stressful because I was in a pretty stressful school.
Yeah.
It just had very high expectations of their students, and this was the only environment that I knew as a kid. So I could really just feel this immense pressure lor. I remember when I first started doing A math, right? I like cry then I feel damn bad. Then I was like, wow, this is the worst shit in the world. And it may not be the same for you, but it's also because the environment that I was put in was crazy lah. Like the teacher damn siao one eh. She's super scary. Every time I go A math class, right, I shivering sia. Like legit.
Wait, what kind of crazy
She's
ass
a
school?
monster.
Wait, hold up.
No,
hold
but you see
up.
the sick thing, right, is that she's a monster, but I love her. Eh. She's like,
On this episode of Our Story.
I feel like I'm
what
from
is it? Our
North
story?
Korea, eh.
Is it my story? Our fight. On this episode of Our Fight, it is Chow versus her A math teacher.
Yeah, I really, really appreciated the pain that she put me
What's her name again?
I don't want to give her name, can I don't know it? But you know, my friends used to joke about how I was in love with her cause
Mrs. or Madam or Miss?
Miss. Don't know.
Just do it. Just surname. Miss what?
Lao.
Miss Lau. You the bomb, and
the
you're being
bomb.
called out on YouTube right now.
Yeah, and the thing is, I actually genuinely really appreciated all the stress you put me through, but I was scared at every AMF class. For real. I was terrified lah. Then but I feel like okay, AMF aside, O levels, A levels, it's just so much pressure, and I was studying. It was literally I would go to school, then after school, right?
You go tuition.
No, I had no tuition, so I must study myself. And it's like everyone that I knew had tuition, so it just made me scared because it felt like tuition was a necessity, and I couldn't afford that shit lah. Then like, how? So then because of fear also, and I cannot fail. Then all the pressure, then I like mark like mad lah. Then in the end, O levels I did well, A levels I did well, but at the end of the day, right? When I went to uni, I didn't do very well in uni. Because I realized that it doesn't really take you anywhere after that lah. Because you go uni, you take your paper, you zao. I didn't really need to get full marks for things anymore. It was like I just needed to scrape
that's
through.
not true.
Okay, for me.
Okay,
I
fine.
needed to get through it.
Okay, fine.
At least the mentality I carried was that lah. So I feel like that's they're like pros and cons lah. It's double-edged sword.
Yeah.
School helped me to persevere through everything and gave me opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, it allowed me to go to NUS. And
Yeah.
while that's definitely not the only way you can get into a university or obtain these opportunities, this is how I did lah. So like NUS opened a lot of doors for me, and it gave me a lot of experiences like living abroad, traveling overseas for like extended period of time. Getting the opportunity to do that, right, was never something that I would have even envisioned when I was in like maybe JC. I thought exchange was completely out of reach, but I could do it, and it was only because I could get to where I was lah, and I felt like that,
Because of the standard route.
yeah, the education route gave me that.
So you would say that the standard education served you well, but it was not exactly the most important thing.
Yeah, I think to sum it up,
Very good. I am a very good summarizer.
Yeah, it truly is.
Right. Okay, so this leads on to a very, very simple yes/no question that I have for you.
Okay.
So do you think a degree is important?
Tough nut.
But you gotta crack it.
Hard to say leh. Really hard to say.
Now that you've been through the system lah.
Wow. Okay. Is a degree important for your personal growth? No. Because you don't need a piece of paper for you to grow as a human being and to become an intelligent smartass and unlock amazing things in your life.
Yes.
Definitely no.
Yes.
But is a paper important to help you open doors? Sometimes. When you're applying for very traditional organizations, they might require these certifications.
Yes.
And how can you go around a system like that as like a pure minion? So a lot of people told me that if you're upset with the system, right, you go and rise to the ranks, then you change the system. So in the works, boys, in the works.
Fight the system.
If you can,
If you can. If not,
we try together.
yes. Be better.
It's like a ultimate system fighter lor.
No, I mean I'm just doing my own thing and you just do my own thing. But I agree with your answer. You know. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit more lighthearted. You know, now we got heavy topics.
Yeah, it has been
Third segment,
been
right?
about
Third
36
segment.
minutes.
I like the title because it's something that everybody uses a lot of. It's called Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so question I have for you is Xiao Chow started doing her color coordination feed since August 2017
How you know?
and started pretty much every other post with me
Me.
since June 2016. Right, me in the caption, right? What sparked this consistency for your Instagram?
For the
Color coordination one first.
color coordination first. So the first color coordination posts, right, were created because I was exploring the world of Adobe Photoshop. Woo.
Oh.
Yeah, truly, like, I had a friend who taught me how to use Photoshop, and then I was like, ooh, so fun, let's change colors on things. And then I just, like, changed colors. And
On everything.
on everything. And I decided to kind of alter reality.
Yes, a lot of reality is altered actually.
reality and fiction. Okay, I altered reality. So sometimes I would deliberately make part of the road when it's obviously yellow lines, right? I change it to green. I have a picture exactly like that.
I have another picture that I saw with a float in the background, right? That is obviously like the Havaianas brand, and it's supposed to be a pineapple, but the pineapple green color.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like,
Okay, so like back then also why I wanted to keep doing this, right, is because
Yeah.
I wanted to make this very silent point that things that you see on Instagram are not real. So I very obviously show you something that is not real. And that was my point, to show you something that is obviously artificial and obviously edited. In a sense, creating another visual world altogether. Yeah. And I did this as a very personal, it's personal, it's like I just really wanted to make a point that you cannot believe everything that you see on the internet. Lor.
oh, I thought it was just a very shallow reason, like, cause I like.
I mean, that too. Then the reason why when I was editing pictures, I also found myself doing it for this purpose lah. Yeah, and then also, the last shallow reason now is that, wow, after that, someone took this long screenshot. You know, you can do the long capture
Yeah.
of my feed, right? And then sent to me, some stranger. Then I was like, wow, damn nice, yeah. Yeah, then I like, wow, really damn nice, yeah. So then a lot of people ask me how to do also lah. That's why, again, another reason why I did like YouTube video is because I wanted to show people how to do it also. I figured like, I mean, if someone else likes it, right, then I would love to see people try it lah.
Oh, what a sharer. Very good, very
Must
good,
share
very
lah,
good.
this kind of thing.
So what about the starting of every caption post with me since June 2016?
Back in, I remember this so explicitly, cause like so many people were overthinking captions and people were always like, wow, what should I caption this picture? Then I thought, right, why not you just caption the picture the way it is? So there was this picture, the first one of me sitting at outside the Art Science Museum.
Yeah.
The caption was me sitting beside water, something like that. So the objective was to create like the least amount of words possible, the caption with the least amount of words possible. But literally what the picture was. Yeah. Although I also realized that this me captioning, like the standardization, has helped me when I eventually started to monetize Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy way to use this format for client content lah. Not only client content, for anything at all.
What a
Like,
visionary.
It just saved me time.
What
and
a visionary,
saved me
yeah.
effort.
I never thought about this kind of thing. That's why I got 20,000 less followers than you.
No, but I feel like that one got a lot of factors lah. The world is superficial.
Whoa, are we going into that? No,
No,
we are
we're
not.
not.
Unless we are later.
Not now!
No, unless we are later. Okay, cool. That was actually a very fun fact. I never knew about this. Luckily, our producer stalker one. Huh?
Yeah, lucky. Thank you, Lester.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So, do you ever feel that it is a little bit too restrictive, or slash, have you ever felt the urge to break the trend?
Oh, I had. And because right, there was a period of time that this thing became damn tedious lah.
Yeah.
Like I want to take picture, must find the wall correct color, you know. Okay, so like it can't. There's planning involved in creating that shot also lah. Oh, but a lot of it is like creative expression also. That's
Yeah.
another point. Sorry, I digress. Anyway, back to when I wanted to break it. Then I was thinking, wow, got people who just do the pure white feed.
Yeah.
Also very nice, what?
Yeah.
Should I just do that? But then like not cool, so I so yeah, I just didn't because it was cool.
Okay.
And now that I've done it for so long, it's a lot easier for me now. And I don't find it a chore.
So you
anymore.
don't think about it anymore, lah.
Now I don't. Now I'm like, this shit cool, I'ma keep doing. I do think about like how more experimental I can get with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think of breaking it. I think it's quite a unique feature.
It is. Honestly, it is something that is not found in most other people's profiles. Like for me, I tried to maintain a feed before, you know.
What kind?
As in, like, I tried with different types, lah. Then I realized that they're all too restrictive for me, and I don't like it. I like to be able to do whatever I want. So most of the
Yeah.
time, if you follow me on Instagram, I do whatever I want.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is very important. Doing whatever you want. Like, ultimately, when I do this color fitting, right, I have to make sure that I still do it because I like it. Like, when I wanted to break, I got break before. There's this short gap that if you stop well enough, right, you might be able to find that, like, there's a very short gap.
I am pretty sure
Very short break.
he has seen it.
But he might not have noticed because it was very short. Yeah. But then I realized that, hey, I miss doing it, then I go back. You know? Yeah. So you like, then you do. You
Very
don't do
cool.
because you like want to just get something out of it, you know?
Yeah. So go and follow Instagram, man, and then find out what I mean by the color coordination and the me captions.
Rainbow.
Very, 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 very cool.
Thanks.
Okay, next. Xiao Chow once wrote in her Insta story, "Some days I feel very lousy and unattractive, and I think it is a feeling I have come to terms with better in recent months. Does having a social media presence and putting yourself online help with body positivity, or does it make it worse?"
Ooh, this is really very stalker. Wow, can you
What
repeat
can I
the
say?
question? What was the
One
story?
more time, okay? I'll just repeat the question
I
one
don't
more
remember what
time
the story was
because this
about.
Insta story, okay? Xiao Chow once wrote on her Insta story, "Some days I feel very lousy and unattractive, and it is a feeling I have come to terms with
In recent
better in recent months." So the question is, okay, does having a social media presence, right, and putting yourself online, okay, help with body positivity, or does it make it worse?
Okay. Personally, let me think about this. There are definitely days like I put that story up, right, because there were definitely days that I did feel like I look ugly or like I'm damn unattractive. My face got a lot of pimples, you know, complexion like shit. That one was like a big issue for me, and it did make me feel less confident about myself. But I don't think that social media
Yeah.
has impacted my personal view of my body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
So
think that
so it does not affect you.
yeah, for me. But what I came to realize
Yeah.
is that as someone with a small following, right, there are people who may look to me in there may be people who look to
Look to you
social media influencers
to be.
who might feel like wow, they have to look a certain way lah.
Okay.
And-
So in that case, I mean, I guess what you're trying to say is that sometimes people with a social media presence has become sort of like the definition of
Beauty
what's good.
standard, you know.
Beauty standards, yeah?
Like a reflection of maybe unrealistic beauty standards, that sort of thing. So I try and share things about myself that are vulnerable. Like me sharing this feeling
Yeah.
was vulnerability.
Yeah.
And I wanted to let people know that it's okay to feel that way. Because there are people who get stressed out over things like that.
So
And
this is your own small way of promoting body positivity.
in a small way, yes, but the overarching value that I'm trying to encourage, right, is self-confidence law.
Okay.
Like regardless whether it is what you achieve in your life,
Yeah.
whether you go to certain schools, or whether it comes to the way you look or the way you dress.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that I'm trying to debunk. There's no
Right.
standard.
Right.
You can be anything. Some days I feel like wow, I look damn glam. Then other days I legit one baggy t-shirt, some ugly shorts, and I'm like, yeah, I chill. You know? It's like you can be whatever you want to be. And as long as you feel good about that, right, that's good enough lah. I feel like I said that I came to terms with this in the recent months is because I grasped this understanding that whatever I do doesn't impact anybody but myself lah. Like as long as I feel good about this, that's all that matters. And
So that would mean to say that, like, yeah, to answer this question, okay, does it actually, you know, okay, does it help with body positivity, or does it worsen? It doesn't necessarily do any of that for you.
correct, yeah. It
It's
doesn't
just
actually do any of
it's
that.
just some place for you to be real.
Correct. That's true. Great summary, guys. Once again.
If I had like a mind reading device, this podcast be over within the first 15 minutes. What can I say? I am the Chow Whisperer. No, but like, yeah, I get that. I get that, because I think a lot of people tend to think that, like, you know, your social media life is your whole life.
Yeah, which is why, especially because you see my feed itself is curated, right? So
Yeah.
my stories, right, is where I whack. Then sometimes I feel like shit, I say I feel like shit. Then it's like, be real as possible, lor, because people turn to that sometimes, and I don't want to feed them with some false information. I don't want to perpetuate more lack of self-confidence, that sort of thing. I don't want to like just show them show pictures of myself and pretend that this is all that I am, because it's not. And it's important also because I have received messages before about people saying that they don't feel confident about themselves, and like I like really just, if I could, I would just like stand up and give them a hug and be like, you beautiful, you can get shit done, you got this lah. It's like, it's not about I'm not everything that you see on Instagram. I'm more than that also, and I feel like shit sometimes. Like, if you turn to me and if someone messages me and say that they respect what I say or share, right? It's like, I also tell them that there are days that I am not the best of myself, and it's only normal because we are all human, what? Then
Nice.
it's not talked about enough, lor, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's true. No, I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not friends with such a shallow person.
Duh, if not, we wouldn't even be friends.
That is true.
Yeah, and I feel like my objective of even having a media presence became this, that like I just wanted to share what I believed in. That was it.
Very good. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
So Chow posted on Instagram, okay, in 2014, saying that's why shallow people are often so beautifully pristine. They are thinkers of common thoughts, semicolon, blunt knives that cut no deeper into their smooth skin than the hands that caress their bodies.
Wow. I know what this is for. It's for it's a caption on one of my drawings, right? Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me scroll back. Because I need to see to remember.
Let me just repeat that so that you can think while you scroll.
Okay, but this is a quote, by the way.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, in 2014, you posted something that said, that's why shallow people are often so beautifully pristine. And our stalker has found it.
Wow.
And that's why shallow
nice
people
picture.
are so beautifully pristine. Right? They are thinkers of common thoughts. Blunt knives that cut no deeper into their smooth skin than the hands that caress their bodies.
That's such a nice phrase.
So here's the question.
Yeah.
Here's the question, okay? Do you think that Instagram, or rather the influencer scene,
Okay.
is making people more shallow? Ba-bam!
But bam, indeed. Blunt knives that cut no deeper into their smooth skin than the hands that caress their bodies.
Do you remember what 2014 Chow was thinking?
I
Or if you don't, right, what does 2020 Chow make of this?
I mean, I remember last. So
Okay.
2014 was a very dark year for me. Like hell's dark. I
Okay.
think one of my lowest points in my past 24 years of being alive. Yeah, so like I had a whole bunch of thoughts about just life, like questioning life. Yeah. Purpose, that sort of thing. I was very, very lonely. I had no friends.
Yeah.
It was like real yeah. So question about social media, right? Social media making people shallow, right?
Yes.
It really depends. I don't think that it is social media as a platform. I feel like it is the way that people might use this platform. Because ultimately we may have these tools, right? But we still have the choice about how we want to utilize it. So it has the power to make people feel, or to make people behave more shallow. Like, I know of people who they're influencers who like get a big following just by posting sexually explicit pictures, or like very got the boobies, got the butt, you know, everywhere.
Got the skin, got the no clothes.
And it's a very cheap and easy dirty trick to get a lot of followers, lor. Everyone knows that lah. Like, if you want a big following, just show some ass. Social media.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
Just be female, on top wear lower, below wear higher.
Correct. And you see, this is not social media in itself, but it's how people use it. What?
It's the Saccharinos.
Yeah, then is it truly social media?
No, it's not. It's social.
It is social. And
Let's drink to that.
we drinks. And right, we drinks first. then it boils down to like, why is it that you use social media? So for me personally, right, I felt like before my Instagram grew a little bit, right?
Yeah.
My social media usage was to connect with friends and for creative expression. It still is creative expression, but a lot of it was connect with friends. And then now that it has evolved into what it is today, right? It is to connect with people, not just friends. Like, people. And I try my best to like reply DMs and everything, because it's like that's my use of social media. So I feel like it doesn't make me more shallow. In fact, I feel like it helps me to have more connections with people.
But what about not you lah? In terms of like
in general,
society in general, do you think it has made people like that?
Okay, well, I think for the yes part, right?
Yeah.
The yes part is when it comes down to people who use media, in my opinion, a little bit irresponsibly. That when they want a quick following, right? Then they share media or content that is controversial, that is attention grabbing, that sort of thing. So cheap media.
Right.
And these sorts of things that people are just drawn to so quickly. Especially like young people who are very easily influenced. And it really is true lah. Because like now, even primary school kids got iPhone kind, you know? Then you need to be aware about what you're showing online.
Yeah.
But so when young minds constantly view these sorts of images, or they receive messages about like, this is how you must look, you must always post in a bikini, and so that people will like you, like actually literally like you on Instagram, and this is how you get people to like you. That's just like the wrong message that is constantly being taught to them. But
so
then,
that's the shallow part lah.
that's the shallow part. But there are people who are using this tool for other great purposes.
Yes.
Like people who are sharing about causes that they stand for, like bringing more awareness to things that people might not know about, like social causes when it comes to disadvantaged members of society, that sort of thing. Or environmental causes is one big one also. A lot of people are using that now.
Hey, that
too.
is true. That is true.
And I feel like, you see, it's really just about how you use the tool.
It is just a platform.
Yeah, it's just a platform. You can choose how you want to use.
Exactly.
Yeah. And don't blame the platform lah. You gotta like look at the people.
Yes, that is true.
People have choices.
So okay, this is more about the platform already. But what about the people who the general climate right now? What do you think, right? The influencers right now. Do you think the message that they're spreading is more leading people to be shallow?
You see, right? Then again, you cannot generalize all influence into
I don't generalize. In fact, like based on what you understand, what you think lah. Want to hear your opinion on this?
Well,
just say it.
okay, genuine opinion, right? Was that yes, it was the case that so much of the media that was shared, or so much of the media that received the most attention, was the shallow kind of.
Yes.
And right, back when I did find myself, I think back maybe 2015, 2016 maybe, when I found myself like looking at people online and thinking, wow, they damn chill, they are so hot, like why my body don't look like that. Then you know what I'll do? I freaking block them. I block them so that I won't
That's
see.
a little extreme, but okay.
No, because I want to control the content that I consume.
Right.
That my brain consumes what.
So
I literally like spam block people. It is funny because after that, when I joined the industry, right, then I see these faces, I like, a bit familiar, but I don't know where. Then I realized it's because I blocked
Oh
them.
dear! Oh dear!
No, really. Like,
So her message to you is, don't be shallow anymore!
Yeah, then I was like, shit. Means I must unblock now because I talk to them, because then later, like,
Oh dear!
But this has happened. And then like, but this is how I controlled the content that I consumed. Because I didn't want myself to be using this in a negative manner.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to make myself get these negative thoughts. Yeah, so you see, you do have control over that. And another reason of why I believe that it's yes yellow is like all I shared about like the quick and easy way to get followers.
Yeah.
I have worked in previous places before, not TSL. I worked in previous places before, and I did feel like that objective was to get followers and get likes and get views.
Because
like,
that's how business is run, what?
get fame. No. But you don't need fame to run a business. You don't need fame to run a business, what?
That is true.
Yeah, it's true. Like, some of the objectives I felt were quite narcissistic, and that's not something that I stood for, lah. And because of that, eventually when I did join the media industry, I knew that one of my objectives was to provide a different opinion, or to still be able to reach out to like even just the smallest group of people, right? Really, even if like, it's just if I can touch one or two people, that's good enough for me also. Like if they felt better about themselves because of something that I shared, freaking I'm damn happy
Because
already,
of something positive.
yeah, like
you provided
my
on-
day will be made when if somebody like when I do receive messages of like saying, hey, thanks, I really needed that, right? I'm like, man, this is why I still do it lah. And that's all. Because I did feel, bottom line is I did feel that a lot of the media out there was shallow.
Solid stuff. We're gonna have to make another pause. Okay, we are back one more time, so very good. I hope you all been following on this. Today's podcast is a little bit longer because Chow has a lot to say, which is a good thing.
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question, which I think will be something that you will like to answer, but it'll be quite good also.
Is that the lighthearted one?
No, not exactly very lighthearted, but I would say this is you'll see. Okay. So this is about media and the hustle.
Okay.
The hustle.
The hustle.
Yes. The media industry is dominated by the notion that you have to be constantly hustling and working hard to create more content.
Okay.
Okay? Do you personally feel the pressure to go above and beyond in your job as an influencer and then currently in your job in TSL?
So the pressures to create content all the time, is it?
To be hustling in that sense. Don't need to always be creating content all the time.
Okay.
But basically to always be seeking to make something.
Alright. So I feel like you said that there's a pressure to hustle, right?
There
or
is,
like
there
there's
is.
this thing about hustling.
Yeah.
But then again, which industry doesn't require you to hustle? Or if you don't want to like truly excel and go above and beyond in anything at all, when will you not hustle lah?
I mean, if you are a hammock tester,
Where did that come from?
like if you're a professional hammock tester,
But if you wanna become a
the best hammock tester.
yeah, then you gotta hustle, right? I mean, I read somewhere before about how hustle culture is not healthy for people.
Right.
And like that question kind of goes down to that as well lah.
Yeah.
That like, are you feeling the pressure to always hustle at everything that you do lah?
Do you feel that pressure?
Yeah. Do you feel that pressure, that kind of thing? So
But do you? Stop turning the question around. Do you feel that pressure?
I do not.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like I should, but
Okay,
Yeah,
but do
I
you
feel
hustle
like-
still nonetheless?
I do because I want to. Like if you want to do something, right?
Yeah.
You would do it willingly, lor.
Yeah.
Like some days I don't post anything, then I might maybe I really just genuinely don't have anything to share that day. Like if I'm having a bad day, right? Okay, yeah, I think this is a good context. If I'm having a bad day
Yeah.
and I don't want to share, then I just don't share, lor. I won't feel like but then I really need to post something.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't feel because ultimately, right, my life is my life.
Yes.
My offline life is my offline life. Like
Yes.
I do have an offline life, and
We all do.
yeah, though I don't need to post what I'm doing every second of the day, right? Like I feel like if this information is gonna be valuable to somebody, then I share.
Yes.
Or if I feel like this thing damn funny to me, I
Yeah.
also share. Or like I think I like this, then I just share. I see cat, then like cat very cute, then I share. Yeah, like it's a truly, if I have an inspiration to post something, then I post. I don't feel like I'm pressured to post something. I think the pressure kicks in when someone is paying for your content, and then you have to serve this responsibility because you are contracted. You know, like if I'm paid to post a picture for a client,
Right.
then I want to really optimize the performance of that picture.
So is that the only time you will properly like hustle? Like you'll be like, shit, I need to find out this, I need to find out that, I need to go into this, I need to go into that.
I would say yes. Yeah, that's the only time that I will think of like, micro-analyze everything about my post. Like what time I post, how long is the caption, what text am I using. If it's like just something like I just want to share something lighthearted, then that one don't need to think so much one lah. It's like as long as it's not offensive, and if someone will like it, then okay. Or if I like it. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a person that transcends media.
understand.
Very good.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that this culture is prevalent,
Yeah.
and I also try and actively go against it. Like, if the pressure does come around, I like remind myself.
I like what you said at the start about every industry also need to hustle.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that like hustling is with a purpose, right, is actually something that's extremely good. Because this was how I started also. Right. But like I feel that like you know, it shouldn't be the be all and all for everybody in the media industry, especially
Agree.
because like everyone seems to want to like get ahead, but like I'm not sure if this is the right way.
Yeah, and what is getting ahead anyway, right? Like, you need to know what you are working for.
Correct.
Yeah. As long as you know your objectives, then
Correct.
it makes what you do a lot more meaningful and just gives value to the things that you do. Lah.
Yeah, don't hustle for the sake of hustling.
Correct.
Hustling ain't gonna pay itself, yo.
It's true.
Very good. That was a very good question. Next, we're gonna move on to something called self-love.
Self-love.
自己爱自己
自己爱. Is that what you do every day?
all the time.
All the time.
Okay, so one things first. First things first, okay? Xiao Chow has been talking about the importance of being present through various means like meditation. What is being present? What is being present, and what advice would you give to people to become more present?
I feel like okay, being present to me, right? One of it is just to live in moments, don't live in the future. Because when we are always planning ahead, right? Or like we have a goal in mind, then all you do, right, is think about that goal.
Right.
Then you forget little moments that you are actually living through.
Yeah.
Yeah, people lose these moments all the time.
Yes, yes.
It is so easy to lose it, and I feel like I have been a culprit of this for so long lah, and like I just identified this and realized that I want to fix it about myself. And
So how will you advise other people?
be conscious about what you're doing and focus on the nows. Like if there's somebody in front of you right now, right, and they are giving you their time, you give them your attention. Don't look at your phone. Stop staring at your phones all the time. Use your phone. I'm not condemning the use of social media or the
Right.
internet or phones. I use it all the time too, but I have a purpose when I use it lah. Like if I'm with people, right, I am with them in mind and body. I'm not just there in physical form, you know? Like I want to listen to what they're saying.
But like this is very different from. Is it? Would you say it's different from being in the now versus being present with other people? What if you're alone? You know.
If you are alone,
How does this being present thing apply?
okay, so like being present when you're by yourself is like you don't overthink lor. Like okay, cause I used to be this person who I still am lah sometimes. Okay, like this whole conversation, I'm still working on it. This whole thing about myself, I really am still working on it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, cause like for so much of my life, I was worried about what's coming next, and it became a instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it became a learned behavior that I was always worrying about the next thing. I had very little sense of security about where I'm going to be. Like, am I going to pass this exam? Am I going to be able to buy this? Am I going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
And like, it was always planning ahead lah. Like even the
Good,
whole
right?
thing.
Isn't that a good habit to have?
It's a good habit to have, but everything comes in spectrum.
I feel like I'm the opposite of this spectrum, like the polar opposite. Yeah.
Really?
I don't think very far or very much.
So you're very present lah.
I'm very in the now.
In the now is good. See?
I'm just like, hey, it's like I'm gonna do this now, or I'm gonna not do it. You know?
Okay.
I'm just like I don't feel like doing anything now, so I'm just like I don't do anything, and sometimes it's bad because it's the end of the extreme, right? It goes to the point whereby I don't really consider the future implications.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just
You
be
see-
like,
But you see, this is not all bad also lah.
it's not all bad, you know.
Because you see, he truly enjoyed the now. But it's about the spectrum. So where in the spectrum do you want to lie?
So basically,
balance law.
So basically, for people's mental well-being, they have to sit between us, lah,
Correct. Hey, Alistair, would you like to
and
take
then
the
absorb
stage?
the energy from both directions.
Yeah, then I think they'll be like very satisfied. Nice satisfaction.
Ah, that is the secret.
Be
Half
an
John, half
in-between.
Chow. So you gotta be Chow.
Catch TSL, please.
Cheers. To Chow.
Okay, yeah, but okay, so this, because of how I was always worrying, right? I realized that I missed a lot of moments in between lah. And
Like what kind? Maybe you can share.
yeah, okay, so when it came down to things like a relationship, like when I really
Like the romantic kind.
So
Okay.
romantic relationships, right? Struggles, yeah. Because if I find somebody that could be a potential partner, right?
Yeah.
Then I got a list of criteria like.
Yeah.
Can this person do this? Can this person do that? Will this person be able to secure a job security? Be smart in school? Like can help me with schoolwork? Can be a responsible adult? Can manage finances? Can invest? That kind of thing. Then I think so much.
Can
right?
fold plastic bag into that triangle?
Yeah, that's a very important trick. By the way.
I can.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Weird flex, but
we do a plastic bag race.
no need to race. I in the now.
So then, like. When that, right, this person, say hypothetical person A versus hypothetical person B of just this guy that like I could converse with very well, like can connect. In the end, I'll choose A. Just cause I'm worried about what if I marry this person, then no job how, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So you in your romantic relationship, it became like your partner is more like an investment than a partner.
Yeah, because I'm always thinking about the future.
But isn't it true?
It is like there's no right and wrong. Then like the downside is that you lose out in that real connection lah. Then why are you in a relationship for? Like what's the if you are in a relationship, right, to secure your BTO, then yeah, it is perfect. But if you are in a relationship, right, to purely just have someone to
have a good relationship.
that hit hard. Then like you gotta go B, man, and like I have not been going B at all. And I have met Bs, right, who I felt were just really good people, really good hearts, and yet still like I can't bring myself to do it.
Right.
Because I'm so scared about like, but next time how? But I never even tried that. What next time? There's no next time. I don't even give next time a shot.
That is true.
Yeah. So this is just one example.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you been working on that?
A bit, I try lah.
Is it working out well?
No.
That's another topic for another time. Yeah, but I think it's true, you know. I totally understand what I mean by being more in the present, which I think a lot of people forget because it's very, very being in the present is very, very, very good for your personal happiness.
It is.
You know, as much as we live in a social world and we live with a lot of connections with a lot of things around us, right?
Okay.
Our life is lived by us.
It is.
You know, by you.
Yeah.
Right? So all these things, right? Whether it's things that are yet to be or things that are presently here, are all experiences that we have to grapple with. So might as well just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, you see, this is something that I struggle with.
Woo! Hang loose, yo.
Truly the opposite, eh?
No, but okay, this brings us to our very final segment.
Alright.
Right, which is on the future. Alright. So 2 main questions that I have for you. First is in 2014, okay, we have to go to the past to talk about the future.
Let the past.
Xiao Chow wrote on Instagram.
Oh, again?
Right? Yeah. Ends are not bad things. They just mean that something is about to begin.
Wow, first breakup.
With I mean, it may be from that, but like with your uni life ending not too long ago.
Okay.
Right now waiting for a convo, I believe.
Convocation, correct? Yes. Soon, July.
Okay. What are you starting to embark on now?
Wow, I can't believe you took a 2014 quote just to ask me, hey,
Our
Chow, what you want to do next?
Our producer is a gangster, that's what I can say.
Truly. So, okay, exciting, because I just started work full-time with John, now in the same department. It's a very, very new progression in my life. So now I joined John's team, and this is my first postgraduate full-time job. Yeah, first week. Second week.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very new.
Yeah.
Haven't really dabbled much into it yet, but working on it slowly.
Yeah.
And this is the current plan that I have. For the first time in my life, I feel less pressure than I usually did, strangely, after graduating. Yeah, because while I was in school, I was always working, right? Another thing about the whole present and now thing, like I was always working because I was thinking that I just had bills to pay lah. Then like
Right.
there's this worry that's always on your mind. But after I finished paying I finished paying for my entire tuition fees, right? Then like I felt free lah. Yeah. So like this starting of this new job, right, and this new role is like a whole big step ahead of like a new stage of life. I would say.
Adulting.
I could say partly, yeah, a bit, depending on what adulting.
But you're
is
in
to
the
you lah.
coolest department in TSL, so
I mean, he likes to say that.
what
lah.
can I've never said that. This is literally the first time I've said it.
No.
This is literally
All
the first time I've said it.
No. But yeah, that's new for me.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I want to explore with for myself as well. I want to work on more personal skills when it comes to
Such as
my drawing. I mean,
I'm also drawing.
Yeah. So John actually borrowed a book on like a basic how to
Yeah.
draw. So like there's something that he draws every day. I also did want to work on drawing. Okay, so now this whole new part of life, I also want to work on like personal growth when it comes to my own skill sets. There's like drawing, sketching. I like to sketch portraits. I've always have. But because of school, I neglected that a lot lah.
Yeah.
And also my singing, I want to push myself. And it's not, I don't want to become like professional artist, that kind. I just want to do because I like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no pressure. I'm not trying to become some reach a certain goal lah. It's really just do it because you like it. Like
Yeah.
just do it because you like it. Hang loose. And also I recently picked up boxing.
Oh wow.
Damn shook, yeah.
Is it
Really.
you're going to become a professional boxer?
Cannot lah. Too much risk. Boxing is a very violent sport, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it very
Okay.
much. It like helps you vent so much out of your body. So
That's
I've
good.
been trying to go for that more recently, and I think that is all just part and parcel of my own personal growth lah. Won't go into the heavy stuff, but like these are the few things that I have. sights.
Embarking on.
Yeah, I have my. Correct.
Very good. Very good. I mean, I hope those things will go well for you. It's
Yeah.
always good to always have new things to
Yeah.
work on. Huh? Like that, you always keep learning and keep being better.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Don't get bitter, just get better.
Ooh, another catchphrase.
Yeah,
Don't
that
get
was from
bit-
my teacher
just get
in,
better.
in JC.
They
Shout
really
out to
give
all
you
my
that.
JC friends who might be watching this. We're not kids anymore. I nearly said kids, huh? We're not kids anymore.
JC friends.
Yeah,
JC
okay.
adults.
Very good. One last question about the future for you, Xiao Chow. This one is
好的。
quite important.
Okay.
And I hope that I want you to say it as if is something that you want to say to your future self.
Sounds scary. Okay, go.
Okay? What is your hope for yourself in the future?
Woo.
I want you to address like, I don't know, 2030 Chow or something
Ooh,
like
10 years from now. I really, right, just want and hope that 2030 Chow will be happy leh.
that. Happy in what aspects?
Happy in that life feels meaningful, that every day doesn't feel like a chore, and that there's value in what she's doing lah. That she feels like she's making an impact on the world or on people around her, and she's a good if I could say inspiration for maybe just some people, that's good enough. That like she's positively impacting somebody.
Right.
That's good enough for me. Yeah. No millionaire goals, none of that. No
Right.
like I want to run my own business, that sort of thing. If that's what makes you happy, right? Then yeah. But because I really just want to be happy, right? I can't put a goal to it.
Right.
Like, I can't say like I want to hit this.
You
off
want to
my checklist.
be something, then it's happy. You don't have that kind of goal.
Yeah,
lah.
I don't have that kind of goal.
Okay.
Because I feel like that itself, like just trying to be happy,
Yeah.
was such a task. What? Yeah. I mean, to John, it's not lah. We were having this
I
discussion
mean,
over dinner. And Mr.
no,
John
I'm
here is a
just,
very
I'm
happy
just,
man.
I'm just a very simple person. But I wouldn't say that I am an extremely happy person.
Okay.
Is there anyone that will really say that though?
I'm
You know?
not trying to be extremely happy also.
Yeah.
I just want to have I feel like happiness comes in moments lah. So I want to have more of these moments, and I want these moments to define the way that I live. That's all.
Very good.
Don't care like where I am. Like it's not about where I am. It's not about what I'm doing. It's just about how I'm feeling. Oh my god, that's such a good way to put it. Yeah, it's
Correct.
really just about how I'm feeling.
So would you want to be proud of 2013 Chow?
13?
2030 Chow.
30. Definitely lah. I would want to be somebody that I'm proud of.
Very good.
Yeah.
Let's cheers to that. Cheers to 2030 Chow.
Clink 2030, 10 years check back.
Ba-bam! And with that,
We have.
and with that,
And with that.
we have come to the end of today's HTHT session.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
thanks
So
for
I'm
the
I'm
chit-chats.
I hope that you enjoyed today's session.
I did. It was a very surprisingly long talk.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you have a lot to say, but I'm
Yeah.
just glad that you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks for listening, lah. I feel like that is it's not every day you find somebody who listens.
What can I say? What can I say? It's one of my
Is
abilities.
it?
Abilities. So thank you so much for watching this episode
Thank
of
you.
HTHT with us, okay? Leave in the comments below if you have anything you want to ask Chow or us. We will try our best to address them. We'll try to produce more episodes more frequently for you, especially for HTHT. But in the meantime, just to remind you, we have 2 shows going. One is HTHT, one is In My Opinion. We will be seeing if we can get Celeste on for our In My Opinion episode again. We will see how that goes. If you all want her to be on, you can leave in the comments below.
Put
So
that in the comments. Get less on.
yes, and okay, give our video a like, share
Yes,
it.
please. Thank you very much for watching.
I'm just gonna put it out there that like our A-levels video, I like that for the In My Opinion, I like that a lot of y'all got back to us on how y'all thought about it, and I'm glad that I managed to reach out to people, to help. And if this episode is something that is relatable to you, you can just contact us. Our socials will be below. My name is John.
And I'm Chow.
Bye bye.
No, we are Zhao.
Oh, we are Zhao.
Goodbye, we Zhao.
We are Zhao.